Hey, what's good with you guys? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Burn the Books. Just wanted to say that we went 3-3 for our last episode. We had 7 picks for you guys. One of them pushed, and then we had 3 wins, 3 losses. The one that I felt was that I told everybody, like at my other job, that I liked the most was the Golden State Warriors minus the 6.5. Ended up being -6 at tip off, and they ended up covering by double digits pretty easily, and especially when they were only up by 1 at halftime, and it was pretty nice. So I have a few games for y'all that I liked. Basically, I didn't do the Bulls Lakers one. I felt like there was too many injuries for me to pick it as one side accurately on that one. Um, we got the Jazz and the Wizards in this first game. Wizards are 7-point underdog at home. There's no injuries to report for either side. The Wizards on the second night of a home back-to-back in which they lost to the Timberwolves by 11, and the Jazz haven't covered in 2 in a row. They actually got beat by the Pelicans by 29 points in their last game. I'm going to tell you guys to go ahead and take the Wizards in this game plus the 7 points. Jazz have been kind of struggling, especially they're on this road trip on the East Coast. It means sometimes it's hard to adjust. Uh, Jazz probably will win this game, but I mean 7 points might be a lot on the road, so we'll just take the Wizards plus 7 in this game. Next, we have the Philadelphia 76ers are on the road playing against the Indiana Pacers. Pacers are a 4.5-point underdog at home. They are 1-2 against the spread in their last 5 games. 76ers are 3-2 and against the spread in their last 5. Jalen Smith is questionable. Tyrese Halliburton is going to be out for the Indiana Pacers, while Robert Covington, Mo Bamba, Anthony Melton are out for the 76ers, and Kenneth Lofton Jr., Tobias Harris, and Patrick Beverly are all going to be questionable for the 76ers in this game. I mean, it does seem like there's a lot of injuries on the 76ers side of this one, but Joel Embiid is not one of them. He's a tough cookie to handle on any day of the week. It's probably the first time he's ever been called a cookie, probably ever. I'm going to tell you guys that I do still like I do like the 76ers in this one minus the 4.5. Pacers have not really they've been struggling to get Pascal Siakam into the offense and whatnot. They've I'm pretty sure they're 1-4 in their last 5, and I don't think they've won a game since he's shown up over there. So I feel like the 76ers are a pretty good bet. So take them minus the 4.5. Next, I have the Celtics are on the road playing against the Miami Heat. The Heat are plus 7 at home. Porzingis and O'Shea Brissett are questionable for Boston, while Drew Smith and Jaime Jaquez Jr. are out for Miami. Since losing their first game at home, Boston has come off of a couple of 9-point wins. The Miami Heat have lost 4 in a row, and Terry Rozier did end up playing last night, but he wasn't much help in fighting off a Memphis team that had most of their stars on the injury report. I gotta tell you guys, even with Porzingis on the injury report, I like the Celtics minus the 7. They they covered they won the first game earlier in the year whenever they played. I'm not gonna say quote unquote revenge tour, but I mean Miami's the one that held Boston out of the finals last year. I like the minus the 7. Get on it early, right before that number starts moving on up. It feels like a really good bet there. Next, I have the Nuggets are on the road playing against the New York Knicks. The Knicks are a 2.5-point underdog at home. Isaiah Hartenstein's going to be questionable for New York. The Knicks have won 4 in a row, while the Nuggets have won 3 out of 4 on a current road trip, but they have lost their I don't understand what I was saying on that one, and my apologies. So the Knicks have won 8 of their last 10 at home. They've covered 7 out of them. Oh, man, I'm sorry, guys. I'm struggling to get through this. I do like the New York Knicks at home plus the 2.5 points. I feel like something's up over there. The Nuggets have they did beat Boston, but they ended up winning by 2 over there. And then that was still a cover on their end of the spectrum, but it's hard to win in Boston and win in New York within the span of a week. I'm just gonna tell you guys, I'm really feeling the plus 2.5 in this game. Next, I have for you guys, I have the Timberwolves are on the road against the New Jersey Nets. Good Lord, the Brooklyn Nets. Nets are 4.5-point underdogs. Day'Ron Sharpe, Dariq Whitehead, and Ben Simmons are out, while Cameron Johnson is going to be questionable for the Nets. Mike Conley is going to be out for Minnesota. Timberwolves won by 11 against the Wizards in their last game, while the Nets lost their last game to the Knicks by 5 at home. I feel like that 5 points is a deceptive number because the Knicks Nets is a rivalry game, and I feel like the Nets always feel like they have to bring the pain in that game in particular. So I'm gonna tell you guys, I like the Timberwolves minus the 4.5 points on the road in this one. No bet is ever quote unquote safe, but that's one that I really like. And then the last but not least, we have the Kings are on the road playing against the Golden State Warriors. Golden State is a 2-point underdog at home. Chris Paul, Gary Payton Jr., and or the second, and Moses Moody are all out for the Warriors, while Sasha Vezenkov is out for the Kings. These teams have played twice back in November, and both teams ended up winning by 1 point. The Warriors have been playing. They played really strong against the Atlanta Hawks today, and of course the Hawks did have Trae Young out, and I feel like I don't know if Draymond is actually going to start, but he is getting more playing time as he's getting worked back up to get back into that starting position. The Kings have been bringing the pain as well, and I feel like the Warriors have been playing. I feel like they're going to play strong for their coach that just passed away recently. So I'm going to tell you guys, I like the Warriors plus the 2 points. That's going to be it for me. But my voice is going out. That Cat Wesley just made an appearance. I was going to make a little joke about how we're sponsored by Bird Bros Coffee, but anyways, guys, I will talk to y'all later. We'll see y'all next time around. Thank you guys for tuning in.